welcome back to Shop and Tales. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. Welcome. Today I'm going to show you a 10-piece haul of things that I thrifted in the past week at my local Goodwill. I'm going to start with a purse and a couple pairs of shoes, and then I have a few items up here. I think 7 items up here. So without further ado, I hope you're ready. And of course, I do have a little story time at the end. All right, so the first thing that I purchased for $3.99 was, I thought it was Vera Bradley at first. So it is a vintage, not Vera Bradley bag. I'll tell you the brand in a minute, but I thought it was really cool made. I like it myself. It's very holiday-ish, but also cottagecore. And see the zipper? So it's a traditional sling bag. Of course, you could use it like that, a sling. But if you want to use it for a backpack, I'm just maybe late to the party. I didn't know that they made bags like this. You unzip it, and then you could use it as, oops, unzip it all the way. That would help. There we go. And then you could use it as a, I have not worn a backpack since high school, guys. There we go. Do I still know how to do it? Okay. And then you could just use it as a traditional backpack. Is it? Of course, there's nothing in it, but yeah. You get the point, guys. There's nothing in it right now, so it would hang differently. Okay, so it has a wire at the bottom, so it's like a bucket backpack, I would say. Drawstring closure. And then this is the brand, guys, to keep an eye out for. So it's fully lined. It's very deep. And the brand is actually Pierre Country Dukes, Pierre, like Pierre Cardin. And then on here, an X. And it just says made in the USA because it is vintage from the research that I've done. And yeah, so it's just that brand, I guess, is sought after. There's only a few actually listed on eBay. I haven't pulled comps or anything on Posh. I just love it. And then it has this little button that matches, coordinates it. Again, very Vera Bradley-ish, but just beautiful. I love this color. So that was the first find for $4. And then I found 2 pairs of shoes. The first pair were Spring Step. I find these maybe about 4 times a year. Usually the sandal though. Usually I don't find these type of loafers. And they do retail, I'll put right here how much they retail for. And they are size 38, which is a USA 7 to 7.5. And that is what they look like. They look like they're like a charcoal, I was gonna say black, but they have like a sheen, like a charcoal sheen to them. Beautiful, beautiful shoes, and 100% leather. A little detail right here with the Velcro. Remember, guys, you can't say Velcro on platforms because it's a trademark word. And ask me how I know. I had to learn the hard way. You can't say Velcro. You have to say, I think it's like loop or something. It's a different type of word they want you to say. Okay, the next is Cork Ease. These are some heavy shoes. I got to make sure when I do shipping, I put more than a pound, like 1.5 pounds. And these are just, they've been around since 1953. I didn't know that, just learned that. Mary Jane's, genuine leather, nice rounded toe. And again, guys, this is how much they retail for. They have a nice rubber sole, so if you live in a winter climate, you're not gonna slip and slide on the snow. They're just beautiful. They are a good looking shoe. Mary Jane's are still rocking this year. All right, so those are the 3 non-clothing items, but let me just show you this real quick, because my husband found this. So this actually retails for just under $1,000, and it's a graphite handle Golf Pride. And the brand that you want to keep an eye on, is it going to be hard to ship? Of course it is, but they recent solds are $400 on eBay. And this is the #1 driver, and it is King Cobra brand. King Cobra. Whenever you're in the thrift, just take a quick gander. Usually the thrift stores, you know, put them in like that, so you could just go quickly and look on the top. So King Cobra, guys, that's the one you want to get. It's a very expensive driver. And, you know, again, graphite handle, maybe that's why. And I did spend $15 for her. Normally they're only $3, but I think the Goodwill knew that this one was expensive. So, but $15 is still a steal because of the profit that can be made. How I would ship this, I'd be wrapping it really good in bubble wrap, like really, really good in bubble wrap. And then I have that old fashioned brown paper that I think we used to use. If you're my age, you remember doing book covers in school with the brown paper, that brown paper. I think we used to use brown paper bags. That was before plastic bags were even available. But that brown paper, I would be wrapping it double wrapped over the bubble wrap. And then you have to make sure, this is definitely over 36 inches, I think. Let's just do a quickie here. Yes, because the yardstick is 36 inches. And there's probably another 6 inches. I mean, it's probably 40 to 42 inches in length, probably 42 inches. If you golf, you probably already know. So yes, you have to make sure if you're going to be selling on eBay to make sure that you put like a 6 by 42 inches to get, you know, so you'll be charged the right, or your buyer will be charged the right for shipping, so you don't want to lose out. But yeah, it's just great. And if you find one of these and this is all choppy and like maybe a dog got to it, because I have seen that before, just this part alone are going for just under $400, and that would be super easy to ship. But I think a lot of people like the graphite handle, but I guess these are replaceable. But yeah, and even these part are also replaceable. So as long as this part is in good shape, I would go ahead and pick it up. Good profit to be made. All right, so let's just move on to clothes. First thing that I found was this brand Tulip. This was a new to me brand that I just found out. It was a lag and look brand. If you go to the Tulip website, I'll put it right here. They're pricey. They are 100% linen. They're a classic. They're usually striped. They do sell solids too. Attention to detail pearl buttons. And it's a oversized tunic that's going to be very complimenting to the figure because you have lots of room in the midsection. It drapes really nice. It has a real pocket with the matching coordinated pearl buttons, 3/4 inch sleeves that are complementing to the upper arms. Picture that over leggings or even just blue jeans. It is a really nice look with your loafers or Mary Janes. That is how I would style it. All right, so I definitely picked that up. I've only sourced that brand twice. And the first one that I sourced earlier this year, I kept for myself because I liked it. All right, this little top I specifically bought because I have a matching skirt that I sourced a few months ago. So this is Carolina Colors. I believe that was either Walmart or Kmart back in the day. Carolina Colors. I'll do some research. I'm gonna put it right here. I'm curious because I used to wear that brand way back when. Has shoulder pads, which means it is vintage. And it's just that real country hoedown type of, I picture this if you are young with some cutoff jeans, Daisy Dukes, and this tied where you're not, you could just see like a sliver of skin. I would either wear it with that matching skirt or I would pair it with some jeans. I would still tie this, but I would tie it right where the jeans meet and show no skin. So yeah, it's a plus size. It's 18 wide. It is beautiful. I love it so much. I mean, I don't dress country, but if I did, I would definitely be rocking it. And I may try on the outfit just to see. But yeah, let me just show you the skirt. So the skirt is already listed on my Poshmark eBay closet because I thrifted it a few months ago. I love it. It's really, really cool. It's super tiered. It's not my style or aesthetic, but that doesn't mean I don't love it. And it has a little slit. Oh, maybe a big slit. I'm going to say a 14-inch slit. So it starts right there, the slit. But it is a true maxi ankle length skirt, elastic waist. And this is why I got this. Wow. It's so cool. I mean, and it's a different brand. It's not even the same brand, but just it's also 100% cotton. And this brand is Needleworks, made in Peco, Texas. So I love it. I really like this set a whole lot. All right, maybe like for square dancing. Next, I found a ball tube born. I've been finding these ball tube borns more frequently, and I think wedding season, this is a great bridesmaid dress. And this is extra large, which is a very good size. It's that really beautiful sage green. The thing I've got to mention is that wherever they bought it, or maybe not because it's online, they did hand sewn some little bust cups so that it is a one shoulder top. So of course, if you're bigger busted, I would just wear a half bra with it. Just beautiful. They do have kind of a risque slit, but just gorgeous. I mean, it's so pretty. And I feel like these are really well made for the price. Baltic Born is considered, I think, a boutique brand. They don't retail for a whole lot, but I still get about $40 to $50. And I think they retail for, I'm not even sure. I'm trying to think. It's been a while since I've been to the website, but I'll put right here how much they retail for. All right, next is Ellie Tahari. Tahari is a Marshalls or TJ Maxx brand. Ellie Tahari is their top line of the brand, and I just love this little knit vest. Haven't decided whether I'm going to keep this myself. It is size large. Ellie Tahari knits. Oh, the knits. I'm here for all the knits. Let me see what the fabric content is. Probably acrylic, but maybe cotton. Nope, 100% cotton, guys. I may have to keep that. I love that. Love that. In the summertime, you'd have to put like a nude bra under it, but in the wintertime, navy turtleneck, cream turtleneck, just a long sleeve, you know, top. Just beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So pretty. So I brought that little knit. And Pomodor Place is a tucker neck brand. And this is a 100% linen little blouse. And it has those really nice kind of, I guess, puff sleeves. Maybe not. But it's so pretty. When buying whites, and especially linen, but whites in general, you need to do the pit test. Look under there. The fabric feels still stiff. Like maybe it is new without tags. I don't know. So it looks fabulous. It's just beautiful. I don't see any flaws at all. It has the really pretty seams up there. Pleats, you want to make sure that you put pleat. It's a pleat white linen baby doll tunic. And this is what the tag looks like. And as far as I know, Tucker Neck is the only place that sells this brand. I may be wrong, but I think that's what my daughter told me. And it is a size large. Oh, it's so cute, guys. So cute. All right. And oh my goodness, that's it. I already showed you about the tulip. All right, and then I have 2 coats, jackets. All right, the day before yesterday, I started looking at more blazers. I used to sell a lot of blazers, usually Chaps Ralph Lauren, different types of blazers, camel hair blazers. And then I just randomly stopped. I think it's because they were bulky, and I still have a lot of blazers. I have a closet, that's what I'm looking at. I have a closet here in my workroom that's filled with coats and blazers. And I do have 2 rooms because I do the YouTube videos in here, and I have my main room that you could see these bins right here. But I have my main room that if you've been watching my videos, you've seen 101 times because I just recently started filming in here. But my shipping videos are always filmed in my other room, and I have another closet filled with coats. So I do pick up coats if I see them, but I'm trying to like only get special coats right now until I move some of these ones out. So this was a new to me brand. They retail for $179 and is Black Pharaoh. Black Pharaoh. This is the website. I was not familiar with this brand, but I saw it and she didn't charge me $6.99. She charged me $4.99. They retail again for $179. When I felt it, I felt like wool, and I was correct. It is a wool, and it is a full zip, and it is a man's, is that Aztec? It's a certain, I'm not even sure. Okay, so the size just says 2. So they do, maybe they use vanity sizing. It looks like a size medium to large to me, and it doesn't feel felted, so I don't think it's been washed and dried, you know, wrong. It has a little spot I'm noticing right there. It looks like a little ink stain. So I will probably mention, I will have to mention that unless I want to, you know, try to get it out. It is a full hood. And again, you could feel the heaviness, and it is wool. It's just very unique looking. And it was only $5. I would have still got it if it was $6.99. Full zip. It looks very well made. It feels very well made. And I think it could be unisex, right? It could be unisex. But on the website, it just shows men wearing them. All right. And then I had another blazer. It was a corduroy blazer. I pulled comps. I don't remember the brand, but when I pulled comps, I shrieked a little because comps were like over $100. It was a corduroy beige men's blazer, and it was size 48, just like the next one I'm going to be showing you. But when I got up to the register, I noticed on the cuff, there was 1 button missing. And so the cashier goes, oh, look in the pockets. Lots of times blazers, come with extra buttons, which I do know if they're not sewn by the hip, many times for men, they're loose in the pocket. So we checked and we found a bag of buttons, but they were a bag of buttons that didn't go with that blazer. So there was no way to fix it, and I just wasn't 100% sure, and it was a vintage blazer. I wasn't sure if I'd still be able to sell it with that imperfection because of that lack of button. It looks kind of, dorky. So I put it back. I was so sad that I had to put it back. And I also found a vintage pair of 100% Irish linen PJs. They were beautiful, beautiful PJs. I planned to list them for $50. They were at my Goodwill. All the nightwear is $2.49 a piece. And she was going to charge me $5 for $4.99 for both pieces. But again, as she was ringing it up, she noticed a hole in it. And they were baby pink. They were beautiful. They were that heavier Irish linen. So if they were for myself, I would have, I don't mind. I will just sew up the hole. But it was in a place, and because it was 100% linen, it was baby pink. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to stitch it up so it looked seamless. So I did just put them back. And then I also pulled this cashmere blazer by men's blazer, size 48, made in Slovakia. And I don't see any moth holes or runs, but it is 100% cashmere. This is the label. Well, not the brand. I'll show you the brand in a minute. Right there where it's made. And it is a sharp looking blazer. I mean, that is, oh, I might want to try it on. I love this blazer. So it's lightweight. It's cashmere, so it's going to be ultra warm, but it's also lightweight, so it's not bulky. So if you are driving, you're not going to feel constricted or just out and about. Pockets, oh my goodness. So it is a single-breasted, not double. And let me show you the brand, what that looks like. Camel color, just gorgeous. And let's see, here's the pocket. And if you don't know, if you're not used to selling men's blazers and you can't find the size, they put them in the little pockets here. And it was just like the other one. The other one that I had to put back was also 48 large. And I wonder if the same person donated them. Maybe. Okay, so here's the 100% cashmere. Let me just show you that. Anything in that pocket? They have a lot of pockets. And then, okay, here's the brand, guys. Fenzia, woven in Italy. Fenzia, guys. I didn't buy it because the brand, although the brand, when I pulled comps, looked good. I bought it because it was 100% cashmere. And size 48, I think that's a large to an extra large. I think that's an extra large. I'll be able to tell. I'm a woman's extra large. Okay, this is definitely oversized. So this is a men's extra large. Oh my goodness. It's so nice. I mean, they're kind of boxy, a little masculine vibe, but oh my gosh. I love how the sleeves are always a little extra long with menswear. That is so sharp, although I feel like a football player. And yes, it's very warm, guys, very warm. So that was the last thing that I purchased. And the blazers, men's blazers are $9.99. So I did spend $10 for it. And I plan to list it probably $99. All right, and the only story time that I have for you, well, I have two. One's my fault. One just happened this morning and it's fresh in my mind. I'm annoyed by it. So I brought a bra. I brought a lot of bras. I don't have any here. I buy bras on the weekly to resell. Bras are my bread and butter. I pick them up for $2.49 and I get $20 to $29, $30 for bras. So I picked one up. Walnut is a very good brand bra. Actually, if anybody wants a video on bra brands that sell well, I could totally do that. It's not going to be very long, so I think it's about 10 bras only. But as far as brands, it was trial and error, and now I have honed in on what bras sell. Bras are very cheap, they're easy to store, and you know, good. So I picked a bra up, a Walnut bra, which usually sells well. Someone came and brought it last night for $29. And I do use the A through Z 1 through 40 inventory system, and it says it was in bin N. I emptied that bin twice. It's not in bin N. And I'm annoyed at myself because I don't know, I know it's in my possession. And I even looked in the surrounding bins just to see. And this bra I bought a month ago. So it would be on top of one of my bins. So then I took a half hour and looked at the top of all my other A through Z, you know, and 1 through 40. So I had to cancel it. And that does go against your account if you have to cancel it. And I think I've gotten better. I've only had to cancel maybe 3. Yeah, I'm going to say 3 this year, so I've gotten better. My goal every single year is to make it a full year without misplacing anything. Comment below if you're a reseller and you've made it through a year, because I'll give you credit where credit's due, because I just can't. I mean, now, back in the day, it would be once a month that I would have to cancel an order. And it's not a good look. But I've gotten so much better, so I don't want to be too hard on myself. But I was upset because I had already printed out the label even, and I had to cancel the order. So, okay, so the other story time is about this bag. I have recently fallen in love with Enid Collins bags. I just purchased 2 from estate sales in the past month. I love them myself. I do buy them to resell them. So I used to go on Coach on eBay. I used to do a lot of buying on eBay and selling on Poshmark. I mean, you could do that with any platform. You could buy on Poshmark and sell on eBay. I do that too. But I decided to bookmark Enid Collins lowest price buy now first. And so every day when someone would put one buy it now, I would just go in, and I found this beauty. And does anyone see in the title what I overlooked? So I got the bag. I'm going to show you the bag. And there was no signature at all on it. And she does make a very similar bag, and these bags are from the 60s. But I got duped. I did not, and it was my fault. Granted, I could return it because she does accept returns. I would have to pay to return it, and it was, I think, $14 shipping. So I'm not going to return it. I'm going to keep it, and I figure it was my mistake. I love owls. I love this brand. So this is a bag now in my collection. So here is the bag, and let me show you a picture of the actual Enid Collins vintage bag. Granted, this is vintage. This is vintage, but it doesn't say Enid Collins. It just doesn't say. So I'm actually kind of curious because it's precisely like Enid Collins that she makes. I don't see any difference. It's just not signed. I'm wondering, did she used to maybe make some bags that weren't signed? Could it still be her bag? I don't know. But anyways, it is just a little box purse. It's so cute. It's really cute. It's a statement piece for sure. Is it annoying to get in and out of your bag? I guess if you get in and out of your bag a lot during the day, this will be annoying. But it is genuine leather. And again, it's very well made. It's just wood down there. It's very sturdy. It does have the, let's see, is that the Talon zipper? I can't read that. One little zipper pocket inside. It's really cute, but I bought it in hopes to resell it. And obviously I cannot do that. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to probably make any profit. And I like it enough to keep it. So that was my little oopsie regarding purchasing things. So that's it today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.